Welcome to the Shakti Talk on Awakening Honest Relationships. I would like to share with you what I have come to understand through my own life as my inner awareness is deepening. When deeper awakening first began to open inside of me, I started to recognize areas of my life that had been moving in old patterns without my full attention. I noticed this in my relationships, my daily rhythms, and even in the subject of my conversations. A steady clarity began to reveal where I was living automatically and where life was inviting me to become more conscious and intentional. This clarity encouraged me to ask sincere questions about my relationships. I explored whether each connection supported the person I was becoming or whether it only comforted me on a surface level. These reflections helped me understand that awakening was inviting me to look at my life without the usual filters. This process felt clear and revealing, opening a gentle doorway into deeper truth. I learned that awakening is not a search for perfect relationships. It's an invitation of acceptance and to create authentic relationships. This insight guided me to ask whether my relationships were built on honesty, respect, and sincerity. This kind of reflection naturally opens space for genuine connection. I discovered that relating from inner clarity allows me to meet others with an openness that brings understanding and acceptance into every interaction. There were many moments when old habits showed themselves, and instead of following them, I paused long enough to respond from a steadier place. Sometimes that meant speaking honestly, other times it meant letting go of a reactive impulse. These small, consistent shifts began to reshape the way I related to the people closest to me, creating a new way of living rooted in clarity and unconditional love. As my awareness deepened, I began to see that change is one of the natural outcomes of living more consciously. I noticed that life effortlessly reorganizes itself around truth when I honor the guidance that comes from within. This reorganization does not have to feel dramatic. It can unfold through simple, steady steps that come from trusting the clarity that arises in the moment. I also discovered that my relationships shifted as I grew. Some connections strengthened beautifully because they were already rooted in honesty and mutual respect. Others changed form because they had been held together by comforted desire or fear instead of presence. These shifts taught me that truth supports the most authentic kind of connection. It gives me a sense of strength and fearlessness that helps me let life move in the direction that is truly aligned with me. Speaking clearly, listening openly, and showing up without pretense began to create ease in my relationships. Conversations that once felt complicated became simpler because I was meeting them from a more stable inner place. Living truthfully softened the need to manage outcomes or maintain appearances. Instead, it offered me a way of relating that felt clean and grounded. There were moments when I needed to express something significant, and I approached these conversations with quiet clarity. Each time I did this, I watched my relationships shift in a healthier way. These experiences showed me that sincerity joined with inner conviction creates openness between people, and that truth reveals pathways that effort alone could never uncover. I began to see that life is made entirely of relationships. First and foremost, the relationship with my own self. Every interaction with others, every task, every encounter reflects the state of my inner relationship. Awakening revealed that the quality of all my outer connections is shaped by the quality of the presence within me. When I related from calm awareness, my communication softened by decisions and my decisions became clear, and the atmosphere around me grew more harmonious. I noticed that when I stayed connected to the steady awareness within, I related with patience and clarity. Conversations unfolded more naturally. Actions felt more thoughtful and deliberate. This way of living strengthens relationships that match my inner growth and gently reorganizes the ones that no longer resonate with my deeper truth. This presence helped me see others as reflections of the same essence that lives within me, relating from the understanding that's brought honesty and groundedness into every exchange. Even challenging moments felt more balanced because I responded from clarity instead of reacting from old negative emotional patterns. I watched again and again how choosing presence over familiar habits opened the way for healthier connection. Speaking simply, listening fully, and staying true to what I know in my heart can transform any relationship. These choices anchor me in harmony rather than confusion. As this journey continued, I began to understand awakening is an ongoing experience that invites me to keep peeling back the layers of my non self so the true self can be revealed and guide me to the alignment with my deepest truth. It invites you to relate in ways that honor your whole being. This alignment supports emotional strength, spiritual clarity, and healthy relationships. Each step on this path teaches you something about sincerity, presence, and the courage to live without hiding. I experienced the joy of noticing that relationships built on truth create a sense of freedom rather than pressure. When two people relate from clarity, there is room for openness and growth. There is room for individuality, compassion, and mutual support. These qualities allow relationships to become sources of nourishment rather than tension. I also noticed that as inner awareness grows, I gain the ability to meet conflict without fear. I learn to speak with honesty, without harshness. I speak with honesty and without harshness. I learn to listen without defensiveness. This is the way of relating to people on a deeper foundation that creates trust and connection. I found that this approach to relationships brings more and authenticity into life as a whole. My decisions became more aligned. My communication became more natural. My interactions became more heart-centered. Each moment becomes an opportunity to choose presence again and again. I stand with you as we continue exploring this path. My journey continues to remind me that clarity is trustworthy and truth is transformative. When I live from this inner steadiness, my relationships naturally aligned with the direction of deeper truth in your life. And the more I honor this clarity, the more my relationships become reflections of the presence I carry within. I have received these transformative teachings directly from my beloved Gurudev, the creator of I Am Yoga, whose presence and guidance have shaped my understanding of the self and the path of awakening. Each teaching is a living transmission felt in the heart and body, showing me how to move, breathe, and relate from the truth within. His wisdom has become the foundation of my own practice and the way I now share these insights with others, offering a doorway into deeper presence and authentic connection. If you want to explore more about my Shakti Yoga Nidra meditations and my personal journey or the philosophy behind these teachings, please like and subscribe to my channel, Shakti Talks. Also, if you are interested in experiencing my Shakti Yoga Nidras, you can go to my Patreon page, Shakti Talks Yoga. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon.